you can master it.
Correct.
But you got to make sure you got the right pieces to the puzzle.
You got the right pieces to the puzzle.
What I say every day is crazy that a person without nothing can always tell you how to get something. You know, just like I said, yo, a virgin can tell you how to have. It's always somebody that's not in a certain place that can give you advice on how to get there. And I disagree with those. Like I said, those are liabilities. What we just talked about a little while ago. A guy, it's like somebody telling Alex how to hit a baseball, but they never played baseball or been on a baseball field.
He called me earlier, it's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says, so a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better and better.
Floyd Mayweather has revealed surprising behind-the-scenes details about Shakur Stevenson's sparring sessions with Teofimo Lopez, sparking fresh debate among boxing fans.
A jab, but don't even stand right. Don't know nothing about boxing. So it's even like the commentators that watch our sports tell you how to tackle, how to catch footballs, and if you correct them and tell them, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about, they get upset, and that's when you hear so many, you hear so many bad stories, because people always want you to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want the truth. And why?
Floyd Mayweather has shared unexpected behind-the-scenes insight into Shakur Stevenson's sparring rounds with Teofimo Lopez, igniting renewed debate and speculation among boxing fans.
Punches, your stance must be right as far as your pivot. You start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab goes. Jab. This is called a 1-2. Boom, boom. You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. This double jab. Triple jab. Short hook. Wide hook. Short hook. Wide hook. You go to the body. Slide over here. Slide over here. You drop under shots like this. You go here, 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 back with the jab, down.
According to sources close to the camp, Mayweather Jr. made a visit to Shakur Stevenson's training sessions, offering technical guidance that focused on punch selection, accuracy, and timing as Stevenson prepared for the Teofimo matchup.
An extra hour or anything was gonna make a difference because of the fact that I've been doing it all week. The 6 in the morning, the day before, I've been going super hard for the weight. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day, so I wasn't trying to make a stand for a fighter. I was just...
He got picked on the world team. Every 2.5 years, he's gained weight. He moved up in weight. So, like, the weight gain and him going now is part of his natural growth process been going on. And so, I think he's more adjusted and he feels much more comfortable.
Stevenson has openly said sparring is his favorite part of camp. Along For Shakur, preparation is about eliminating chaos inside the ring and forcing opponents to fight entirely on his terms.
Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ.
I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You seen me around a lot. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said that
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, what do you think he can throw in the hook? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. The people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has. And given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to everybody.
At the same time, Stevenson is following a disciplined diet to support the demands of training as he moves up to 140 pounds, carefully adding size while preserving speed, stamina, and sharpness for the Teofimo fight. Lopez's camps, by contrast, are fueled by intensity and energy, built around explosive sessions that mirror his fast, powerful, and unpredictable style.
Bringing in some good positive affirmation and thoughts. I try to do all this, as much as possible. I think it's also good for us, not just as fighters, but as human beings. It's good for us, It kind of let us be aware, of the actual things you could write down and actually create and manifest. I wrote down I was gonna be a world champion one day. Boom, did it. I wrote that I was gonna be one of the best fighters to live of this time, and boom, we're doing it.
What's it like hanging with this guy? He seems pretty awesome.
It's incredible, man. He's definitely a special human being, in everything he does, in the boxing gym. He's a people's champion, He's constantly giving back to others. You see the human side of him,
Teofimo is entering this fight with renewed confidence and a strong sense of purpose, viewing it as a pivotal moment in his career. He has expressed feeling mentally locked in, physically strong, and fully aligned with his preparation. Rather than feeling burdened by expectations, Teofimo is embracing the spotlight, believing this is the stage he was made for. His mindset reflects growth, hunger, and lessons learned from past battles that have strengthened his resolve. Lopez sees this bout not as pressure, but as an opportunity to display his full skill set, speed, power, ring IQ, and competitive fire, while reminding the world why he remains one of boxing's most dangerous talents.
So then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. I love this. I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. This has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready, and emotionally, I'm on fire, I'm on fire with it, because all I ever did was try to be great, and it's no longer trying. I am great, and it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get because
Lopez has been sharpening his craft under the guidance of legendary trainer Freddie Roach, whose experience and tactical insight have added another layer to his camp. In the gym, Teofimo focuses on high-intensity rounds that simulate fight night pressure, blending power shots with sharp combinations and disciplined footwork. Roach has stressed timing, defense, and capitalizing on openings, pushing Lopez to stay a step ahead in every exchange. Teofimo has said his focus is on trusting his instincts, remaining disciplined, and staying sharp from the opening bell to the final round. For him, this fight is about more than a win. It's about reaffirming his place among boxing's elite.
Right open. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end. The tempo does. Get up a little higher. Do it. Do it right hand. That's it. Right hand. Quick. Quick. We do. We do it. Right hand.
Lopez has made it clear he isn't stepping into this fight just to participate. He's determined to defend everything he's built at 140 pounds. As the reigning WBO junior welterweight champion, he views the title as a symbol of sacrifice, pain, and relentless dedication. He has repeatedly framed this bout as more than a challenge, it's a defense of his legacy. Lopez understands what's at stake both professionally and personally, and insists no one will simply take what he's earned.
Of being in the ring,
Yes.
Shakur Stevenson. Obviously,
sure.
you guys are both in Las Vegas. I'm hearing that you did link up today. A face-off happened between the two of you.
Yeah, face-off happened, things of that nature, just to create the things that are in motion already. So we're really adamant about fighting each other next, and I can't wait for us to really lace it up. And I see him across the ring, and really when that bell rings, lights out for him.
What's it like seeing him now kind of face to face? When you look at him, what do you see? Because obviously you're not locked in just yet, and the closer it gets to a fight, obviously things turn a little bit. But when you do look at Shakur, what do you think of him?
I think I don't think too much of it. I think that he believes in himself. That's one thing. But I'm here to destroy his dreams and all that he wants to do and become. You can't take this from me. I worked very hard for it. I've bled for this, and I'm not taking nothing from him, but I just believe that what's gonna happen next is for destiny. And
Stevenson has also explained why he never signed with Floyd Mayweather early in his pro career, citing respect, vision, and self-belief. After the 2016 Olympics, Mayweather approached him, but Stevenson felt the way he was presented, smaller and less central on promotional material, didn't match his ambitions. Beyond that, he wasn't comfortable doing things strictly the Mayweather way. Stevenson preferred a path that allowed him to keep his trusted team intact and remain true to his own development. He ultimately chose Top Rank, believing they offered clearer opportunities, greater respect, and the freedom to build his career on his own terms.
The Olympics, like I said, I watched the whole Olympics. That was a moment, and like I said, at this point, I think that's when everybody really started hearing about you. Like once the Olympics came about, and Floyd flew out there to go see.
Facts.
Floyd was all
Facts.
on you that whole
Facts.
weekend. Just outside looking in, I guess everybody was surprised that you ain't signed with Floyd, because it just felt like niggas is like, oh, he the next Floyd. Floyd, he courting you.
Yeah.
What you feel like? What was it that made you not do a deal with Floyd?
See, look, a lot of people look at that situation, they be like, yeah, you should have went with Floyd. But I'm a real nigga, I'm gonna be real, fuck it. I'm gonna just say what it is. I'm a real nigga, so it's just certain things that I tolerate, I don't tolerate. And it's I got around certain people that I felt was real niggas, and they kinda helped me out with my career. And Floyd didn't want to be involved in that. He didn't want to accept the real, the real part that he wanted me to go through it with, I ain't gonna say he wanted me to go through blind, but he wanted me to do it his way. Right. And I ain't want to do it his way, so it ended up being I did it my way, and I went with the team I felt was a better team for me, and I feel right now it's paid off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, was that a hard decision though? Because you got to think this Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Niggas growing, you know what I'm saying? Floyd, my favorite fighter, right? So it's because I work in music, so I see that when it's an artist trying to sign you, it'd be a little different just because you have an emotional attachment to it. Was that a hard decision for you to like tell Floyd like, nah, I'm good?
Yeah, it was, because at the end of the day, Floyd calling my phone, he on the phone, he like, yeah, you could drive the Bugatti. You could like, yeah, so it's like, he all in your head at the same time, but it's like, you still in your brain, like, I know